Hey guys, welcome to the Talk Nerdy to Me podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Kirk, and this is the podcast where we talk about all things nerdy.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy some tech talk.
I don't have to sneeze, but did it. It's not on the video, but it's established that we're at podcast 15.
Yeah, podcast 15.
I was thinking it was 14.
No, she's 15.
It's 15, and it's getting close to Christmas.
Yeah.
So we've got lots to talk about.
Tons.
We're talking about, okay, so first of all, the setup's changed a little bit more again. We've got a TV with some streaming going on there.
Yeah, you can catch some Courage playing.
Hopefully it's not too distracting, but setup's going to be changing a lot in the future because we're like in the middle of trying to figure out where we're going to be.
Where we're going to be able to do this.
Yeah. We need to just go buy a house, but yeah, we'll figure that out.
We go halves on a house.
We could. A couple of houses. That'll be next business adventure. Ideally. No, but yeah, so this is going to change a little bit, but I've got some stuff coming. I got some lights and some photos to go up. We should get some prints done to go up.
Yeah.
You've got lots of exciting updates on the store too, or the website.
Oh yeah, website, yeah.
Yeah, you've done a lot of work.
We'll talk about that for sure.
Yep. What the title of the video is?
Yeah, main thing we want to talk about, I guess, is gifts under $50. There's going to be $50 US.
Some of the prices will be Canadian because that's where.
Yeah, we're kind of going to give Canadian links because that's where we are, and we know some of our audience stuff like Canadian, so we want to.
US just kind of seems to be like everybody knows what US prices are.
Yeah, so they'll all be under $50 US. It'll be under say 70, 75 Canadian dollars depending on exactly what it is.
We're used to paying more.
Yeah, well, it's just different. Dollars different, so that's what you're going to see there. But yeah, let's just talk about the everything in terms of the setup first.
Yep.
We'll get into that a little bit later in the podcast. You can skip ahead to whatever time that I put up here.
Is that even on the frame? We don't know.
Maybe.
Here. Somewhere. This is definitely on the frame.
The time will be here. You can skip ahead to the gifts under $50 if you like.
And if you're not listening on YouTube, you should be. But
oh yeah, because you can't see this if you're listening on the podcast.
If you're not, then
I'll put the time in the description.
Yeah, it'll be there somewhere.
Yeah.
Or you can just listen to it all.
Yeah.
But for setup, so yeah, I've got some lights coming. I ordered some Hive lights. Mm-hmm. I went away from Philips Hue because I feel like everybody has Philips Hue, and I wanted to try something a little different.
They're expensive.
Yeah, they are expensive. That's not gonna lie. The Hive isn't cheap either. A little bit cheaper, but we're gonna point out some other LED options. As well under 50. But what else is there? So our location may change. Hopefully we won't be back in a car. That's like the goal. We should have some spots, but we're gonna have to work around some other schedules. And then what we're gonna put up on the walls, that's the next thing. If we do get a permanent spot, we've got to really amp the color up a bit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's a little dull, and I think even just the purple lights behind me add a lot.
Just having a monitor on with something on it.
Yeah. So
just adds to the look.
It's not there yet, but it's 10 times better.
Even if it is just a Fortnite lobby.
Oh, when did I start playing Fortnite again? I thought I exited it. Oh well.
No, you just left the match.
I got killed really quick. Actually, I killed myself. I fell off the thing.
It didn't stick the landing.
Yeah. But in terms of kit, I found I guess everybody's probably seen it before, but I found a really cool thing that I want. It's expensive, but it's not that expensive, and I think it's an investment that we'll dive into hopefully in the new year at some point. But that is the Rodecaster Pro. Mm-hmm. This thing is awesome. I'm really excited about it. I really like tech, but this thing in general is just cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
It is. So basically what it is, it allows you to have 4 mics with preamps, high quality sound, of course, from Rode. You get that.
Yep.
And then with 4 outputs, if everybody wanted to be wearing monitors, the main person can monitor the audio without affecting the other people's stuff and adjust it. So, which is cool. You've got some faders, which is just real-time adjustment, which we're lacking right now.
Yep.
So hopefully they'll dial in the audio a lot more, which is probably the most important thing for the podcast. So hopefully we'll get into some. I think the Blue Yeti Pro has been doing okay, but it's still running under USB, and then being able to go to an XLR port would be great.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And then we can get sound effects.
Yeah, because this thing's got eight buttons.
Yeah, I kind of want to. It's like a MIDI controller. You just start tapping sound effects, right?
I mean, we could just set up a keyboard.
Yeah, we could do that too, but we're limited on desk space.
That's true too.
Yeah, and the thing about this is like it's gonna be one piece of gear that does almost everything I can think of that we'll ever need, including being able to tie into.
You can take phone calls.
Yeah, exactly. Take phone calls and like Skype and stuff like that. So, if we ever get to a point where we want to interview some people and they can't be here because we're on a friggin' island, then that might lead to some cool stuff.
Yeah, I watched the video on it and stuff. Like it takes phone calls, it records directly to a micro USB or micro SD. Sorry.
Double recording because you can also record it to the computer.
To the computer as well, so you can have backup, so you got it all safe.
Yeah, because we've had GarageBand die on us, so that would be nice.
Yep, to be able to have a second recording.
And it's not overly big. Like the footprint's almost the size of like a laptop. I'll say maybe a little bit
laptop.
big. Yeah, like a small
probably about the size of my.
Yeah, there's probably some actual specs there, but
yeah, we don't need to get into that.
No, it's not that big, and it's just nice to monitor it. So hopefully we'll get our setup looking a little bit better.
Yeah,
we're gonna get some boom arms. We might move to 2 mics, but that would be after we get some of this stuff. So
yeah, I'd like to do that because it would be nice to be able to pull your mic closer to you if you sit back, kind of thing.
Yeah,
right? I do a lot of that.
I do a lot of leaning forward, and
I do a lot of sitting back.
Yeah,
so we could just pull it this way towards me.
Yeah, so we'll get some mic arms. I mean, really, when you think about it, all we would need with this setup is the Caster Pro. Okay, yeah, blanked there for a second. One more mic to start. I mean, we can get better quality mics for sure, but and 2 boom arms. So we're looking at like $100 a boom arm for good ones, $800 Canadian for this thing, and then mics could range substantially, but we can find some deals. But that'd be one killer setup. I'm hoping to get that at some point. So along with some lenses, there's a lot of tech to be bought in the coming months.
We definitely want to upgrade the podcast setup, especially as we're going to be potentially moving locations. We want to, once we have a set location, we really want to deck it out.
Well, that's what it's coming down to. So we'll get some acoustic foam, get some
everything
good stuff going. I'm
as good as it can possibly be.
Yeah, I'm kind of big into. I want to have a setup and just work on it constantly.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. So
constantly improve it.
We will update when that comes. I'm hoping we're not gonna be back in the car.
No, I don't think we'll go that far.
No, we won't go that far. They were pretty. Audio was pretty bad, but
I think part of the audio being bad there was the mics we were recording with were not great quality mics.
Yeah, that's true. We also have 4 different kinds of mics that we tried. So we do have some mics on our $50 or under gift list though. So that's a good transition right into there. I tried that on purpose. Let's
jump right into it now.
Yeah, we'll jump right into it. So,
okay. You didn't have to wait that long.
Talk about something. Yeah.
Oh, I got to talk about something first.
You got to talk about something
first. Okay, let's talk about this one really quick. Real easy one. Obviously, for smart home, the Amazon Alexa products like the Echo Dot.
You went for the easy one.
Or the Google Home Mini.
Yeah.
Google.
Home Mini's more expensive right now, but
they're both at $39 Canadian all the time.
Yeah, they go down 24/7.
Yeah, they're always at like $30 US.
Yeah,
it's a great little device. It can do so much.
I use my Home all the time.
Yeah,
I want to get an Alexa in here to test it, but
just to try it.
Yeah, I already have
that's something I haven't gone into yet.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I know. I just don't. I guess I look at it this way: as I don't have the means to do it because I mean, if I lived alone. Or my own home.
Yeah.
It'd be different. I'd have everything. Literally everything would be decked out with smart home.
I've said it.
All smart home plugs, all smart home switches.
I want a house because I want it to just be like you walk in and it starts talking to you.
I want to be able to pull in my driveway, my door unlocks, my lights turn on.
Yep, that would be ideal.
Right. Yeah. I walk in, the alarm goes off. It welcomes me home, or
it says, "What are you at?"
Turns on the light in the bathroom so I can go up there.
Yeah, that's ideal. That's actually what I'm looking forward to owning a home for the most, is being able to do that, and also have
I want it to open the blinds in the morning and close them at sunset. I want it to do all these things automatically. Now
I might wake up.
Smart home controlled blinds are really, really expensive.
I've noticed. I've seen I looked at them once and I was like, no. Okay.
We recently got new blinds in a living room and dining room.
Yeah.
And we did get motorized ones.
Yeah.
But they're a separate controller, so because they were only a little bit more than a regular blind.
Yeah.
But to get smart home controlled ones were 3 times as much then, so it just wasn't worth it.
4 blinds.
Yeah. It would have been worth it to me.
One window.
To me, it would have been worth it, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not everybody else.
No, I couldn't convince your parents for that one. But,
no.
Man, I think I want to try a lot of smart home tech, and this is something I'd actually like to talk about more on the podcast as we get to try it. We just don't have a space for it yet.
Yeah.
But maybe what we could venture to is like a smart podcast.
Yeah.
Trying to get into that stuff, get everything on the go, especially with the lights. We might...
Actually, I was looking at some stuff in terms of live streaming that you can do with smart home stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Wherein like someone can, donate, make a donation on your, or like a super chat, say in YouTube, and it'll actually turn a light on behind you or something like that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right, so that's pretty cool. So you never know what might happen.
It'd be fun to dive into.
Yeah, I think it'd be really, really cool.
It's like a rabbit hole. Once you start getting a couple things, and you kind of got to keep going.
Exactly.
But we're starting.
I'm
out
waiting
with the
for
lights.
Apple to come out with a cheaper version of its HomePod as well.
Yeah,
because I'm really entrenched in the Apple ecosystem, and I'd like to be able to go with the HomePod, even though Siri's I know Siri's not as good, but it does everything I need it to do, and it could work so well with everything else. Yeah. Right. And it would play Apple Music for me.
We lifted that speaker.
Yeah.
I did not expect that. Like I went over and it was on the table at the store, and I was like, oh, cool. And I just picked it up to like look at it, and I had to work for it for a second. Was not expecting
There's
that.
a lot of weight in
There's a reason
speaker.
It's $400, and it sounds $500.
Oh, $400 US, yeah.
Yeah, $400 US. But it sounds amazing. There's a lot of tech in that, but that's not $50.
No,
that's the problem.
We'll go past that.
Apple make a $50 under one, and then people will start buying it.
Even if they made something at $150.
Yeah, that'd be more reasonable.
Yeah.
We'll keep in the smart home lineup. Smart lighting is expensive, so I did find these LifeX, and there's a lot of YouTube videos on them. They're kind of like smart LED bulbs, but you don't need a hub for them. Right. So this is under $50 for one.
Yeah.
So it's $50 for one light bulb, which is enough to get you started.
That can light a room light a small room.
If we had one more,
like a bedroom or something.
Yep.
Right.
If you want something, I mean, it works with Alexa, Apple HomeKit, which I haven't really looked a lot into, to be honest, the HomeKit, and then Google, of course.
I mean, if I was to get one now, like if I was to pick up one of those lights, say, I would do that, and I would only have Apple HomeKit. So like, it's good that it works with everything.
Yeah, it does.
That's probably the one. That's kind of the one that everyone's getting anyway.
Yeah, for sure. And you actually get some discounts if you buy it with an Echo. So I think like the light and the Echo, you get them for $100. Oh no, that's not cheaper, and it's an older one. Ignore that. But yeah, $50 to get you started. They're the next thing I'm getting for the setup because it's just nice to be able to change it up and it looks cool.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, if you can't afford to spend $100 plus on the starter kits, then this doesn't need the hub. And I'm not a big fan of the hub. I understand why you need the hub, but for me, I only have I've limited Ethernet jacks in the house. Yeah. So it's very limited placing for that.
Right.
Makes it a little tough, but I'll try it out at some point. What else do we have here?
Move on to another one. I want to talk about the Tile Pro. We want to talk about that a little bit. I think you have more to say about it, but if you're not familiar with it, Tile is basically a keychain. So you attach it onto your keys, and what it's able to do then is if you were to lose your keys, you can use this app on your phone and ping it, and it'll make a noise. It also goes in the opposite direction, wherein if you lose your phone, you can press the button on this keychain
and ping your phone. If you lose both, you need to have that home or Alexa at the house to get it to do it. If you lose the Alexa or home, then there's something wrong. But yeah. No, I actually bought a couple of these last Christmas for some family members that lose everything all the time, and they love it. Like they went and bought a couple packs just a few weeks later because they're really loud. For one, you can hear them for sure, and even I don't know if they die. They last indefinitely.
They last a long time. The battery does.
So
actually, the battery life it's a replaceable battery. It's CR2032, and it's guaranteed for 1 year from activation. So it's guaranteed for 1 year, and then it's not a super uncommon battery, CR2032, but it's not a common one, obviously. It's a little flat thing, but
so those are
that's that. They're like $50 US.
For two, right?
For two.
Yep.
For a 2-pack. You can get a 1-pack as well, but on Amazon right now they're sold out on amzn.to at least. But the 2-pack is $70 Canadian. It's $49.99 US. That's the way to get it anyway.
Yeah, you kind of most people have more than one thing to put it on, so car keys and work keys and stuff like that.
So
anyway, anything you don't want to lose. But
exactly. Yeah.
Put it in your car.
So if you lose your car.
Lose your car.
Yeah.
But no, they're great little stocking stuffers, especially I have people who just lose everything, and they're super cool. Cool little tech. One of those things that it's not It's not a sexy thing to buy, but
no,
you need it. It's good.
But it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Moving on from there, we have some camera stuff, of course. So I've got a couple things here. Starting out with one of the things I've probably used the most this year, especially with this podcast, we've been using it consistently, is the Manfrotto Pixie Mini tripod. Mm-hmm. This thing came with me to Europe, and I used it there, a couple different countries, and it just packs away so small. Yeah. And I have the Mini. There's another one that's slightly bigger that extends a little bit more. I might try to pick that up because I feel like it's not too big, but this thing is really, really light, and the ball hinge thing on it is like stiff. It stays wherever you put it.
Oh yeah.
So you have no trouble.
It's a good tripod.
It is it's one of those things that if you have nothing else but that, you're going to be okay. You can find somewhere to put it. I probably prefer it over the GorillaPods because they're really versatile, but they're really annoying too, and kind of big and bulky and heavy.
Yeah.
But you can even use it as like a little selfie stick. So
yeah,
I liked it, and that's kind of what I used it for. Actually, we had a lot of selfie photos with that. Mm-hmm. So hands down, recommend that if you don't have a little travel tripod.
Yep.
You can of course get a bigger travel tripod for $50 or under, but this thing fits in your pocket basically.
Yeah.
Another small little thing is the Rode VideoMic Pro.
Yep, that's what I was just gonna say is the VideoMic Pro.
We did a video on this. So
we did talk about the comparison of like the VideoMic Pro and the Mic Pro.
We were pretty blown away. There wasn't a huge difference. Yeah,
which was
really
crazy.
Wasn't.
So you definitely get a great quality mic with this $50 microphone versus the $200 VideoMic Pro.
You get a little more bass and you definitely have better quality audio with the Mic Pro.
Yeah.
But there's no batteries at all. You can get it to work. Well, you can get most Rode mics to work with your smartphone, but it's small enough to kind of work in a smartphone package if you're just starting out. Mm-hmm. You just need to make sure that if you are going to use it for your phone, you get the right adapter, the TR4 or something.
Yeah, well, you get this package that will have everything you need. So. Yep.
And a little dead cat. And it's really, really compact. Again, this came with me to Europe, so it was pretty cool. I didn't get to shoot a whole lot of video because I broke the camera, but it was there and it was small and it didn't take up any weight or any space. Yeah. And the other mic I brought with me to Europe, which again I have used this one quite a bit for some videos that I was testing. Reviews online don't say it's the best one you can get, but I have the ATR 3350 lav mic, and this comes with again an adapter so you can use it for your phone. Yep. It's like $30, so really cheap, and I think $30 US. But yeah, it is powered, so there's a little battery in it, so it gets really good audio in my case. I actually ended up chopping the cable down quite a lot, so I can fit it kind of in my pocket. But lav mics are great because you can kind of you can connect it to your phone, use that as your audio recorder when you're just starting out. And then you can have the freedom to go wherever, especially if you're doing a video in a room where you're walking around a lot. And you don't want your audio to change. We're fine here. Yeah. But
it's great especially if you have someone else recording for you or something like that, recording you. Yep. Right. So it's really good for shooting.
Or if you're like that commercial and you're really far away.
Yeah, it's good for shooting commercials and stuff like that. We'll get into that later. We're not going to talk about that today.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Yeah. Hopefully something comes from that. Spoilers. Yeah. or foreshadowing.
Yeah. Other things, basically a phone mount, a phone tripod mount.
Yeah,
literally any of them. They're all under $50. I'm gonna link the one that I have below that we actually use to record.
Is that one yours or mine?
That's mine.
Okay, mine's somewhere.
Or that's yours. But I'll link mine down there because it's the exact one that I picked up, and it works great.
I recommend getting one that has 1/4-inch threads on all sides because then you can mount,
other things. Yeah, for sure.
Really great thing. So that's the type of thing we use that all the time. Just small little probably $10 I think.
Yeah, you pick them up for $10 or $15, right?
And if you want a second angle, because I feel like even if the phones are great for a lot of things, they're just not as versatile. Yeah. But for YouTube videos, I really am impressed with the iPhone. Even cheaper phones have fantastic cameras.
Absolutely.
So I feel like it's better to have a second angle that's a phone than no second angle at all. So.
Exactly. I mean, it just gives a little bit more. A little more movement to a sit-down video type thing, Yep. When you've got multiple angles, so that's something that you can definitely do. And you can also use those mounts for different things too. You can use those mounts as monitors for your camera and stuff even.
Yeah. Right? Absolutely. Mine doesn't have, or my camera does have that actually, a little app I can use it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's more options there.
Yeah. The other thing, I don't have it here, but I have seen them. There's cheap ones and expensive ones, but you can actually get scrolling text mirrors. I can't remember what they're called. Teleprompters for your phone.
Yep.
The ones for tablets are a little more expensive, but there are some cheaper options on Amazon for your phone that if you're doing videos, like it's all a nice little package.
Yeah.
You can set that up alongside on a phone tripod mount type thing and be done with it.
Great idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Small little things to help out.
Yep. Another gift idea would be a portable charger. Portable phone charger.
Yep.
I mean, there's so many different options, and I mean, there's so many different brands. I can't go through all the different brands. It would be great.
Anchor's a good one.
Anchor's a good one. I've got an Anchor one up here that I'm going to link below for sure.
Yep.
You can get some Mophie stuff that's really good. It's going to be a little bit more expensive though.
Yep.
But like Anchor for sure. I'm looking at the PowerCore 20,100 milliamp hour battery.
Yes.
Like that's a big battery.
That is. I have one
that's going to charge most phones 5 times.
Yeah. Like the one I brought for work, I always have it just in case my phone dies, and I've had to use it twice now, and I still have like 3 of 5 bars lit up.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Yeah, I had a really cheap one at one point that I used for the longest time, and it does come in really handy, especially if your phone is not very new and its battery is starting to decrease in its battery life, I guess. It can definitely be very useful. It's really useful for like the cold too. Like your battery life really dies in the cold. And I mean, I'm out in the cold all the time, so having something like that to be able to recharge. I actually use one of those lots of times out in the cold with my GoPro.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm able to stop and plug in my GoPro for a little bit into that, and then haul it back out and go again, right? Because, I mean, just a little GoPro, battery lasts maybe an hour in the cold, so it's good to be able to recharge.
Yep, absolutely.
What else you got?
What else do I got? Well, I've got some gaming stuff too.
Oh, definitely.
Playing a few more games lately.
Go for it.
I'll start off with one that I actually owned at some point. I think I gave it away actually, but it was SteelSeries Nimbus wireless controller for like your phone for mobile gaming. Yeah. Mobile gaming is becoming huge in a lot of areas. Like,
it is, yeah.
Not so much here, but it is pretty massive. And
well, I mean, you think of all the phones that are coming out now, like the Razer phone and the new Asus phones that are.
Yeah, that thing is crazy actually. But so yeah, SteelSeries the Nimbus. It works with iPhones, iPads, Apple TV. This one's kind of for the Apple ecosystem, but I do believe you can get one that works with this. This one might even work with it. Most things work with Android, but there's an Android version as well.
Yeah.
Let me read here. But yeah, it's got M5 Apple certification, so it'll work probably the whole Apple ecosystem. And that's $45 US right now. So definitely worth it if you play any games on your phone.
Or if someone plays games on their phone.
Yes, good little gift for kids, especially because like all my nephews, they play the games on their phone. That's what their
kids are all playing games on their phone. Yeah,
they are like 4 and can beat me in 99% of the games they play.
Yeah.
Another good deal. This is a Boxing Day deal, which we'll cover probably next week. Some more deals, but this is a mouse I used for like a solid 2 years. The Logitech G502 wired mouse. Yeah. Really, really great mouse. Lots of programmable buttons on there, but it's just comfortable and like it's on sale for $50 Canadian, so even cheaper in the US.
Yep.
It's probably regular price less than $50 actually in the US. I'm not sure. But worth looking at that. I still have it. I don't use it anymore because I upgraded to a wireless, really basic. Another Logitech one, not under $50, but I love it. So it definitely would worth checking this guy out if you're on a little bit of a budget.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not really a budget mouse. It's just cheap and really great.
Yeah, I mean it does everything you need it to do. Like you said, it's got the programmable buttons on it, so it's really good for gaming.
You can build like this crazy guy in the background is on Fortnite. Put all your bindings on there.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. So that's like a dozen or more little gifts to think about.
I mean, I got one more here. Headphones are always a good idea.
Yes.
In particular, I've got the Shure SE.
Oh, I'm looking at them
112. Right now. These are kind of a sound isolating. Is what they're described as. So kind of a something that's really gonna kind of keep you in, I guess, right? So it's good for. It would be really good for like flying or anything like that, right?
They got really great reviews.
Yeah, so. This is I mean, it's wired headphones, and everyone's going wireless. I mean, a lot of phones only have the option for wireless or their USB-C or Lightning, obviously, in the iPhone.
You can get them wireless though. They're a little more expensive, So we decided to include it anyway because they're still great headphones, and not everybody has grabbed the wireless craze yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're looking at, a little less than twice the price for a wireless. So I would definitely recommend something like this though, because it's definitely gonna be good headphones. Yeah. Right.
I fly a lot, and you need good noise isolating stuff.
Although if you got an iPhone, get a pair of AirPods. Just spend the $200 and get AirPods.
That's not $50.
It's worth it. It's worth it. They're so easy to pair. Like you open them up and they're paired.
And they're done.
Right.
They're pretty cool. Personally though, they don't fit my ears very well. No, they just don't. But I have that problem. I guess my ears are a weird shape. Mm-hmm. Most in-ear ones don't work with me unless they have the loop, like the little hook to go in my ear. I always prefer over-ear ones, and I plan on getting either a pair of Bose Quiet Comforts or the Sony ones at some point. I haven't decided what. Mm-hmm. When they go on sale, I'll pick it up. I'm not really too picky, but I need something that is noise canceling, because when you're on a little Dash 8 plane and the prop's right next to you, and everything's falling apart and you can't hear yourself think, you need that. So.
I love Dash 8s though.
You're crazy.
I really enjoy flying in a Dash 8.
Oh man, you know what though? Not as scary as flying in some of the Ryanair planes I was in Europe. They were one time the landing gear came down, and it was and then it was and it stopped, and then you heard them go back up and go for a second try. It sounded completely different, and they locked down. I was like, okay, we're dying.
Almost. I almost had no landing gear.
Yeah.
So I guess that's gonna be it for the gift ideas.
That is it for the gift ideas. And a little fun tip: don't fly Ryanair.
So yeah, that's a whole bunch of gifts under $50. Like you said,
there's a billion more out there.
Yeah, that's under $50 US. Everything will be linked below. There's so much more you can find. Just do a Google search.
Yeah, and
right.
Boxing Day sales are coming up, so we'll cover some of those too.
Oh, 100%.
Well, those will be what we're probably going to do is cover some of the bigger ticket items for that. But yeah, they're coming up. So
yeah. All right. So last topic, I guess, because we are running out of time. Is some of our business stuff.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, so first of all, if you have seen or if you want to check out our website, cabinmedia.com, KABN Media, MEDIA.com. On there now we have a full-fledged shop that is now open.
You've done a lot of work.
I've done a little bit of work on this website.
Well, it's not a little bit. It's like a lot of work.
Shop is now open where you can buy some of our prints.
Some of your prints,
some of my prints for now. We got to work on getting yours up.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a number of photos up there that you can buy prints of. Right now, we've only got it set up for local shipping, just for delivering locally. However, if you are interested, be sure to reach out. There's a contact form on the website. You can reach out to us here. Leave a comment on the video if you need to get in contact with us. And
that's for anything.
Instagram,
too.
Anything like that. You can always get in touch with us. No problem. Right. So that's one thing. The other thing with business stuff, besides all the website stuff, but I do encourage you to go check out the website because it's pretty neat.
Yep.
Is a potential opportunity that I was essentially given.
And this all stemmed from doing that Revolt.
Yeah, if you go back a few podcasts, you remember...
We said it's so important to do stuff.
Yeah, you remember the Revolt show that I took part in. So I was there, and I chatted with a musician who performed.
Yep.
Just after, shortly after his set, he was down near my booth, and we were talking for a few minutes. And he asked me about whether I do things like portraits as well, because I just had landscape photos up on display there. And I said, yeah, well, of course, I haven't really done a whole lot of it in the past, but I definitely want to get into doing more. So he was asking me about my rates and things like that. Yeah. And he took my card and said he's actually releasing an album soon, so he wants to
get some
photos and stuff done. So just the other day, I got a message from his girlfriend actually, who wants to kind of set it up as a Christmas gift. So sometime after Christmas, it's likely I'll be doing some work.
Don't listen to this until after Christmas.
Yeah. So I'll likely be doing some work for him sometime after Christmas, hopefully.
Yeah, which is awesome. And the thing about it is it's kind of new, like treading new water for us, new territory, but it's going to be fun and it's going to be exciting too.
Definitely.
Yeah, and hopefully it's going to lead to more.
Yeah, and it could be so much more than just some photos too. Like they talked about some video as well.
Yep.
So we could definitely do some really cool stuff.
Absolutely. 2019 is going to be a good year. I feel.
Definitely.
I feel like it's going to be a very productive year.
Yeah.
I've got lots of ideas. You've got lots of ideas. We've got a lot of work to do, but man, we can make some stuff happen, I think.
Definitely.
So
be sure to stick around at the podcast, subscribe to our podcast on whatever platform you listen, so that you can hear all about it as it goes down.
We'll keep you updated. I mean, we'll keep you updated with the setbacks too that we go off to.
Oh, of course,
that's important. All the fun stuff.
Yeah.
But like work life interfering with podcasts, fighting them. But that's a story for another day. But
hopefully we can figure that out.
Yeah, that's a struggle. I keep getting shipped off to middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh, if you're interested in buying a MacBook Air 13-inch mid 2012 model,
trying to get rid of that.
It's $600.
Buy that.
Hit me up.
Oh, actually, speaking of MacBooks, I came across a pretty crazy deal.
Yeah.
I got another mid 2012 Mac Pro. I was actually hunting, but I wasn't really looking. It just popped up, and Alex, like my girlfriend Alex, needs a new computer because she's terrible with them.
Maybe a 13-inch MacBook Air.
That was the plan. I'm not gonna lie, that was the plan. But then I seen a laptop for me that was just literally a steal. The guy was saying that there was possibly some problems with it that I knew weren't problems with it, so I got it really cheap.
Nice.
And but now I have an i7.
Yep. Basically, just upgrade the processor.
Literally, that's it. So I'm okay with this for the next little while, but that's probably a very short little while. I'm thinking because I kind of, you kind of bought something nice, and now I want one too. Yeah, hopefully some external GPU enclosures. We can talk about it in the future, but that's it. That's what's happening.
Yeah,
lots of cool little updates.
Yep. So I guess that's gonna be it for the podcast.
It is. Go buy some gifts.
Go buy some gifts.
Let us know what you got.
Check back next week when we'll hopefully be able to do get some Boxing Day sales. Yeah. That'll be next Wednesday.
I also want to touch on the fact that like Boxing Day is probably Boxing Month. Like Black Friday is now like
it's mostly Boxing Week.
Yeah,
is what the sales are. I mean, here in Newfoundland, Boxing Day is a holiday.
Yes.
So right. There are no Boxing Day sales here. No. Right. Everyone goes out on the 27th. Yeah. Because we have 2 statutory holidays here that are shops closing.
We get them off. But yeah. Go grab some gifts. Save some money for the big sales, and we'll catch you back in another podcast next week.
Yeah, keep an eye on my Instagram for a nice picture of my car.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Do that. Your car is beautiful.
You'll see what I mean if you look at my Instagram.
You will. Go check it out.
Yeah. All right.
All right, guys. Peace.